Hello, everyone. Welcome to the late night edition of The Drawing Habit, and you're watching. You're watching The Drawing Habit, but it's day 517. So let's get cracking. How about that? All right, how you doing? How are you doing, friends? Tell you what, it's going to be a short one. I always come out thinking I'm going to do like an hour-long one, but no, never have I ever done a long live stream. Actually, I've done a couple hour ones, but like anything past that, it's that is that's I'm gonna remove the line work for this one. That's gonna be pretty sus. So I'm gonna be blending these tones using basically an airbrush. We're just gonna blend everything around, soften everything up, and then we're gonna go and start tightening things up from here. You know, just slowly just blending everything so that it just works. So it's going to take a little while. It's a slow process, but like when it works really well, it really is nice. Yeah, just going to blend everything, man. Blend. Just blend it all. You know, it's a late one today. I didn't get every time this happens, I never ever have anything significant to say today. Like on any of these days, like there's just nothing to talk about. Like I'm super boring, just basically tired, fatigued, right? Like just working. That's all I'm doing. It's just going to be blending in these tones here, and hoping for the best, man. Hoping for the best. Super slow process. Just super slow. It's not it's a boring process too. That's what I gotta say. Like this takes forever. And yeah, I'm just kind of worried that a little bit concerned about how this is gonna like pan out. Quite honestly, it's been a while since I've done blending again, and it takes this. This is like one of these processes that just super mundane. A lot of like just using the eyedrop tool to blend everything in, and you're just feathering everything in, man. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to be doing live streams during the weekend. I just can't. I've done so many live streams together, like consecutive live streams. I did like 500 of them consecutively, and I was like, you know what, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to keep doing live streams every day. I need a break, so I decided to tone it down for a while. Obviously, if you were on this page and subscribed, you noticed that I had actually took like a hiatus for a while, and now I'm back. It was actually. I felt kind of like bummed out over the fact that I didn't keep doing my live streams. After when I took the hiatus, I actually had like a bit of like melancholy. Like I felt very not depressed, not sad, but I felt like empty inside. Like I felt like something was missing in my life, right? And it turns out it was drawing, right? Just this whole process of doing this, I'm going to just basically right now blend these things together and then go in from there and just get more detailed. So start out very simple and then go into detail. Mainly because with this style of drawing or with Photoshop, I'm not well versed in the use of Photoshop, so I don't know how to like skip steps. You know, I've tried skipping steps, and it just always ended up in some sort of like cluster, like something went wrong, you know. And so I'm not going to skip steps. I'm just going to kind of keep it casual, keep it slow, and yeah, keep it slow because I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't stress how exhausted I am right now. I'm one foot's already to bed. No, when you're really sleepy and you're at that like what's it called, like slap happy. I'm not slap happy, but I'm definitely not like slap happy is when you like laugh at everything. I think there's a reason for that. Like what is it they said? They've said there's the saying where like or the statement saying that like if you like being tired is almost as the equivalent of being drunk. Like, and I can agree with that. Like in a sense that if you're so tired that your like judgment is off. Like that's how tired I am. Like my ability to judge things is off. So I'm not going to try to expedite this drawing. You know, I don't need to expedite it. I need to take it slow and just keep moving along. But it's a slow process, just blending everything. Just kind of moving things around. It's a long day today. Got back from teaching and got home. I was super hungry. I didn't have anything to eat, so I like ate something, and I decided to work on my sketchbook. Before I do these live streams, I'm always kind of like doing some sketchbook work, and so that's like 30 minutes, and then setting up the live stream itself takes some time, right? You know, so I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to leave this like that right now. I'm not going to have anything. I'm not going to make any marks like this. So I'm going to leave the edge kind of soft or a kind of hard edge like that. And then I might soften it up a little bit, maybe use like a blur tool or something just to kind of soften that. But I'm not going to worry about that at this point. I'm trying to think about some things to talk about lately. One thing that's been really bugging me is like really bugging me is how these platforms are used. And I get it. You know, when you're using these platforms, a lot of you are using it to like for money, right? You want to make some money off it. But I feel like the platforms now, like on Instagram, these fitness influencers, man, they just I got I may not look it, but I do hit the weights. So and I know a little bit about weight training and that stuff. Not a lot, I'm not an expert, but I know a little bit. But what bugs me is these Instagram influencers who are hawking off supplements to their followers, and I'm like, dude, stop buying their crap, stop it, it's garbage. Like what? Here's like the two supplements you should take if you were going to take any whey protein and creatine. Those are like the best ones. The rest is like garbage. You don't need them. Like if you don't need them if you're an average person. Like maybe if you're a bodybuilder and you're a professional bodybuilder with those that small percentage of like gain, that like 1% improvement is really necessary to have you win in competition, then yes. But if you're just a regular Joe, like gym goer, dude, and you just want to be gain some muscle, maybe lose some fat, whey protein and creatine, that's going to give you your muscle. And the only reason why I say that is because if you want to actually gain muscle, you got to consume 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, per pound of desired body weight. So like if you want to have 200 pounds, like weigh 200 pounds and most of it be muscle, you got to consume 200 grams of protein. Let me put that in perspective for you. That's like, that is a pound and a half of beef, 8 eggs, and 2 protein shakes. You got to eat a pound and a half of beef, 8 eggs, and 2 protein shakes a day to get up to that. That you have to do that. You have to do that every day. It is not easy, and that's where the having a protein supplement really is important. You know, and that's what you need to do. But it really drives me bananas. These models, these guys and girls that are doing it. You know, like, buy my product. You know, I'm like, come on, you don't need that stuff. It's like it's all lies. They're just like, here's what you can do. You can literally make your the products that they're making, that they have, they dole that out to companies that produce those things for them, and you can have a company produce your own protein shake if you want, or your own protein powder. That's all they do. There's companies that will do limited runs for you of a product. You know, I don't remember. I think one's like makers, but it's all hot garbage in my opinion. I just feel like these these influencers are like gaming their followers. They're like using them as like a profit tool, you know, and it's annoying. It's annoying. It really is. It's super annoying. I also hear that a lot of them hand out, like, if you pay them like $20, they'll give you like this generic like workout program, you know, that it's like a PDF file. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about the topic. All I know is it just aggravates me sometimes that it's just I think it's just being used and abused, you know. This whole idea of trying to sell stuff constantly. I get it, you know, you want to make a living, but what 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 drives me bananas is the female fitness models, the ones that like they sell these products, and then they show you their lifestyle. Like, oh, it's so hard. I went out and got like I went out to a spa for the day, and then I got this treatment for like my skin, or like this rejuvenating skin thing or whatever. And like, it's like they're just showing you what they're spending their money on, you know. And people like that. I don't know. That's weird. That's a weird thing to like to watch decadence. I think that's a thing. I think that's what people like to see. Like, people like watching like gratuitous decadence, like just overspending. They like seeing people's houses that are like extremely large houses. That, like, they like seeing people spend money on just stuff. You know, they like seeing these millionaires' houses and seeing their lifestyle, because like, I think they're deep down inside, they're kind of jealous, man. Maybe they're a little jealous of their lifestyle, and they like want to see like what's behind the veil, right? They want to see what's behind the veil, and so they kind of just they keep doing that. I don't know. I don't know what's the point. All right, so we can kind of see what it looks like here. A little bit of line work. So there we go. That's kind of working. I don't want to have the line work present because I don't want it to kind of influence my value making here. But yeah, man, the people like to see that stuff, and I feel like these people that are on these platforms are lying to their viewers. Or maybe what if they're renting these expensive houses? I heard that some of these YouTubers, uh, they make a lot of money. A lot of them make, like, some of these really popular ones make a lot of money, so much money, ridiculous amounts, and they spend it all on their house as a front, as a flex, so that they can show that they made it, right? So it's like a flex, man. Um, yeah, it's like a flex, dude. It's just so weird. I don't know. I think like the fitness influencers on YouTube, Instagram, I think many of them are just full of you know what, and they're just taking their viewers up for a ride. Or yeah, they're just taking their viewers up for a ride. No one, like, they're just trying to sell something to them. Like, oh man, I got this new protein powder with a muscle triplicator compound that's supposed to enhance muscle anabolism in the cells, and I don't know. This it's supposed to do this and this and this, and this and that, and this and that, and yeah. They also need to tell it. They just need to tell their viewers that, hey, listen, guys, we take steroids. We just do. We just take steroids. Okay. That's all they need to say is that, listen, I take anabolic steroids, and if you want a physique like this, you have to take something like this. Very few people can attain this physique without anabolic steroids. You know, I don't know anything about steroids, so I'm just saying, like, they need to be upfront and honest with their viewers. And only now has it kind of started happening, but it only happens to, like, the people that are stopped. They gotten off, or they're retired. Usually, like, retired bodybuilders said, "Oh yeah, I took it," but they never talk about how they take it during, you know, during their career. They only talk about how they took it after their career is over. It's always weird. Like this is how much the lie sinks in. Like, my uncle never even thought that Arnold Schwarzenegger took steroids. And I was like, dude, he took steroids. Like, no, he didn't. It's like, yes, he did. He took a lot of steroids. Like, he had genetics with him, but he took steroids. It's this part of the game. The problem is the the lie is so strong that people don't want to believe that these people would be taking these things. I get, like, what's wrong with taking them? It's your body. If you want to take steroids and get a big muscles and all that kind of stuff, by all means. But you also got to face the repercussions. Some people are able to handle steroids and no problem. Others die from heart attacks. And then you have people that are able to take steroids like it's no big deal, like they're drinking soda every day. And then there's other people that will die before they're 30. Of course, they'll say, "Oh, it wasn't the steroids; it was this." Like, listen, guys, not many people are dying from 30 at age 30 from heart attacks, bro. Not many are having that situation. It's the roids, bro. They try to hawk it off as something else. Oh, it was he had way too much caffeine, and the caffeine was mixing with his medication, and it caused a palpitation in his heart, and then blah, 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 so something like that. Again, very slow. And I don't need it to be. I want to do it very slow this time, and then I'm going to build up. So it's going to take me a few days. All I have is time, and yeah, it's just going to take me some time to do this, and blend everything to where I want it. But yeah, just kind of blend everything. But yeah, I just wish that they were more honest with their viewers, and I just feel that they need to be more genuine instead of like saying, "Hey, what?" I think they need to say, "Hey, listen, this is how much money I made from you guys from buying my POS branch chain amino acids supplement." You know, like if you want to have some BCAs, just have some green beans, dude. I think it's green beans or something else, but I know it's either the glutamine or leucine that is in green beans, and that's what some of the BCAs is all about. But like, it's not gonna like have a significant effect on your physique. It's really isn't, but it's super expensive. And the people that are selling it to you just know how to really sell it because they back it up with some science talk, and you're like, oh, that sounds very sciencey. You know what you're talking about, sir. I will buy that to see muscles. No, yeah, it's all fake. It's all very fake. Let's see here. Pretty close. Yeah, just taking my time here. Just really want to build it up like that. No real, nothing. Not really trying to rush it. It's all about the process. I was trying to tell my students that when you're drawing, you want to get like in love with the process because drawing is all process. Like art is just all execution and process. There's always a process. Now, even with like abstract work, there's a process that people go by to create abstract work. It's not just a bunch of lines and stuff being made. They usually what abstract artists do is they do a certain style of like certain way of like a certain style of abstract art so much that they've kind of set up created a way to recreate that's a similar outcome each time. So they're in essence creating a process. You may not think of it as a process, but they are. I mean, look at Jackson Pollock's paintings. It's the same thing. It's a drip painting and it has a same outcome. Not the same outcome every time, but visually it has the same outcome. Like you use the paint can and use the drip method to create a drip painting. It usually has a certain type of aesthetic look and you have the same outcome. So it's a process. So I was trying to teach them, hey man, you want to get really in love with the process. It's and understand that it's going to take time. It never is going to be a quick like a quick 1-2. You know, it's never going to be immediate. But let me tell you, I'm exhausted. I am not. I'm slowing down. Like I can feel like my decision making and my ability to really render things just be slow. Like Mondays and Wednesdays are really hard on me because I'm not able to get to doing these live streams until at the very least by 11, and it can be tough. And that's one of the things, one of the reasons why it's called the drawing habit. It's not called drawing for fun, although it is fun. I like the outcome. Like the outcome is what's fun. Like at the end of the day, there's going to be a drawing that looks pretty cool, or it looks decent, right? But it's not all sunshine, it's not all like happiness and fun times. It's labor, you know, and it's labor, it's effort and time. It's time, so much time. But I'm only going to work on this for about 4 more minutes and then call it a day. I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with I got to write down some topics to talk about, because I didn't have time today. Just kind of rushed it. Here we go. Just got it. So it's all processed. Take your time, Just wish I had more time I wish I had more time in the day. Like literally, I don't even have enough time to do these. Like my live streams, I have to end them. I literally have to end them. I have to do I can only do 30 minutes. I can only do 30 minutes, and that's not that. From my understanding, that is not the length of live stream you want to do. You want to do like 4-hour live streams. I'm like, oh man. I don't even have 4 hours of free time. Here, actually, technically, I do have 4 hours of free time. My 4 hours of free time is right now. I'm going to sacrifice my sleep to have a little bit of an evening, so I can have some free time, right? So that's my free time, is like me sacrificing my my sleep so that I can get the free time that I want. That's okay. Every day is a long day. It's never like a day like, oh, this is a short day. No, it's always a long day. So we haven't kind of figured it out. This is his ear. I'm just kind of blending all these tones together. Yeah. 1 more minute. Oops. Ah, stop it. Yeah. So it's just a very slow process, man. It's never going to be immediate. So just accept that you're going to spend time on everything. All art's going to take a significant amount of time, a significant amount. It's never going to be quick. So this is why I decided that for these live streams, I'm going to be completing the completing the drawing as to the level of my ability, so each one of these is going to be finished. I decided that I'm not going to just do like random sketches. I'm going to finish a drawing because I need to finish the drawing. It needs to have that finished quality, and it needs to get, in order to get to improve, I need to push myself. And but it's turning out pretty good. It's just as you can see, it takes a long time, like a lot of blending. And I'm not introducing any new tones right now. I'm just blending what I have, and then I'll introduce darker and lighter tones in there, so there's more variety and really up the contrast. So that's what I'm going to do later on. But right now, I'm just focused on getting everything in here kind of blended. I'm not bringing anything new, but yeah. So that's that's it for right now. I got to get going. It's been a long day. Probably going to sit back and, I don't know, I'm going to do something. Just going to chill for a minute. Right? Just going to chill and call it a day. Those muscle enhancers, yeah. Most people are quiet. Yeah, I did not know that. I try to talk the entire time. I tried to talk the entire time, that's for sure. Gotta love those muscles enhancers. I think the best muscle enhancer you can take is probably creatine. Like, that's the one that's been like used for the past 30 years or something like that. It's pretty beast, but like everything else is kind of like garbage, I guess. Hey man, thank you. And yeah, I do agree. A lot of people are quiet during the stream. I got to get going. It's pretty late, pretty tired. Not really making the best decisions. Yeah. All right. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you again, possibly earlier than today. But we'll see. Typically, I do a live stream at around 10, a little bit 10 p.m. Sometimes later, sometimes a little earlier, but usually every day, 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I gotta get going. Cheers.